Hey there, Leo. Welcome to your reading for the month of July. Now that I think about it, I just did Aries reading. I think I said June. I can't believe it. Anyway, welcome to your reading for the month of July 2019. This month I go live every single day at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you want to catch me live, make sure to subscribe, hit the bell notification icon. Also, in a couple of days, I will have out the love and the financial readings as well for the first half of the month. This is just going to be a general overview for the month, but definitely keep an eye out for those. But let's see what we have for you, Leo. Yeah, pretty much. Okay. I've been pulling an extra card for everybody. I'm just going to start pulling extra cards for everybody. Why not, right? Your overall energy is the Six of Cups. Yeah, I feel like you could be very nostalgic this month, for sure. You could be thinking about anything from the past period. Definitely Mercury retrograde, so that makes a lot of sense to me. Again, the way that I read, I do not read this card as an ex coming back. I know a lot of other card readers do, but to me, it's just a card of thinking about the past. It doesn't necessarily mean that somebody is going to come back from the past. Could it? Sure. Absolutely. But for the most part, I feel like you're just being very nostalgic this month, thinking about a lot of past things. I do feel like, part of me feels like this is very good for you because I feel like you're making corrections here, Leo, and I feel like these corrections, it's like you're making corrections for your future life, which is good. And for others, I would just say that if you're having like those thoughts of like sadness and things like that, I would definitely move your focus towards the future with the cards that you have here. Your first card, Nine of Spades, Eight of Spades, I do feel like you could be thinking a lot about things that have held you back, or and these could be very big picture things. They could be like emotional feelings. They could be things that you had long held beliefs is popping into my head now, and pretty much anything. And some of you, this is kind of like very mental. I feel very mental about this. You have the King of Spades as well, very good card, but it is a very mental card. So I feel like some of you could be like thinking about things like long held beliefs, and you're saying to yourself like, why do I believe this? Why do I believe the things that I believe, and does it really matter? I do feel like this is good, actually. So I feel like this could be you breaking out of like old patterns, or pretty much anything. Again, kind of like a very general message, but it does feel very good. So if you're doing that, I feel like it's kind of like personal development work, kind of, but you're doing it in your head. And I do feel like this is going to be very, very positive change. Next, you have the Eight of Clubs and the Four of Spades. Yeah, a lot of you could be recovering from, what I'm getting here is either restlessness or confusion. So I feel like if you have been restless, or if you've been feeling restless, like you don't know what to do, or if you've been having that kind of like anxiety feeling almost, where it's like you feel held back, or you feel like you can't get something moving forward, I feel like you're kind of healing from that. Four of Spades is a card of recovery. This could also be recovery from confusion. Really weird. This came up for Aries as well. And it's really weird because it's like, it's a Mercury retrograde, but it's like at the same time, maybe you're gaining a bunch of clarity. So, which would make sense because it's like, during the retrograde, we go back over things to gain clarity. So I feel like you could be gaining a lot of clarity. Now, this could also say that the people in your life will be very healing for you. And you have 2 5s, you have 3 8s, by the way. 8s are my cards of socializing and the playing cards. So I do feel like it would be a good time for you to like recharge your batteries with friends, or to make sure that you're spending time socializing. Aries had the same message as well, and I do feel like it would be good for you to do that. Again, if you're feeling restless, I feel like this whole reading is saying don't try to force things. Like in work, if things aren't going well, it says don't try to force things to happen. It just kind of says maybe instead of doing that, maybe it would be better to take a break and go play golf with a friend, or whatever it is that you do for fun. Because I feel like it's that getting out of your head and going and doing something else is what's going to probably provide all the answers. So I feel like you need to do that. Next, King of Spades here, Jack of Spades. Yeah, like I said, I feel like other people have answers for you. This came up a bunch for a bunch of different signs this month. That number one, we probably need to see. It would be a really good month, it seems, to see an expert on something. Any problems we're having, if we have health problems, legal problems, money problems, whatever. This card to me says that seeing an expert or going and finding an answer from somebody who's more intelligent about the situation that you are in will solve the problem very quickly. This is, like I said, one of my favorite cards in the deck. It represents knowledge, but it represents needing to go find it, especially with the Jack of Spades, seeking with the Jack of Spades here. So I feel like some of you need to go find knowledge. For some of you, this doesn't even have to cost money. I've said this to all the other signs that got this message. It could be on YouTube. There are plenty of experts on YouTube who know a lot about a lot of different stuff. So it's like just doing a little research here could solve a major problem you've been having for a long time. This to me also would represent somebody removed. It's like sometimes when we're too close to an issue, we can't see the solution because it's like we're right up against it. I always tell people, it's like, imagine you're standing up against a wall that's like only this big. It only covers your face, but you're right up against it. It's like you can't see around it. But it's like when you find somebody on the outside that isn't right up against the problem. It's like they could just say something that's super simple but solves the problem, right? It's happened to me numerous times in my life, so I know it's possible. And again, that's why I would say maybe socializing. It's like you could be socializing, telling your friends about a problem, and they're like, oh, do this, and boom, you have an answer. So I feel like socializing would be a good idea, especially if you're feeling that restless energy. For some of you, I do feel love here. It could be an air sign. I'm getting Gemini, but again, this is a general reading. It could be any sign, really. Next, in your challenge position, you have the Two of Clubs and the Joker. Two of Clubs is like opening up, and it's also a card of convincing yourself to do something. Aries had the same card, not in the challenge position, they had it somewhere else, but Two of Clubs is like needing to talk yourself into a change, and so some of you, that could be a challenge. It's like maybe you need a new job, but you're also like, do I want to leave this? Do I want to change? What do I want to do? That could be a little bit of a challenge. For some of you, it could be a relationship. Maybe you're like, do I leave this? Do I stay? What, do I go? What do I do? So I feel like some of you could be having a hard time almost listening to yourself. So again, make sure to take time to do that. Joker is a leap of faith. It's like the Fool card in the tarot. So it just says you could be having a hard time taking some sort of leap of faith, or taking some sort of risk in your life that you should be taking. So I'd say, like, don't hold yourself back. Your solution is the Eight of Diamonds, and you have three fives now. 3 5s, 3 8s. Eight of Diamonds is material success on the horizon. So it says there is more money coming in the future, based off of the things that you're working on now. Five of Clubs is a card of the adventurer. So to me, it says you have to go on some sort of adventure to get something you want, whether it's love, money, business, spirituality, whatever. So I'd say don't be afraid to go on some sort of adventure. I used to call this card Indiana Jones, because it's like, it's like you're trying to find treasure, you're going through some crazy ass temple with like snakes and like all this other stuff, and you're having to deal with fears and all this other stuff, but it's a very successful card. Five of Clubs is the card of the millionaire. It doesn't say you will be a millionaire, it just says there is amazing, abundant opportunity for you right now, but again, you have to go through the ups and downs. You kind of have to like work your way through over fears. And really, this card, it just says that really these things that you could be worried about are just fears, and just that. They don't even exist. So I feel like some of you could be doing that. Again, Five of Clubs is considered by a lot of playing card readers to be the card of socializing. So I feel like socializing really is going to have all your answers this month. It's pretty simple, this reading for you. Eight of Diamonds says pay attention to the details. Comes up all the time during Mercury retrograde. We have the retrograde pretty much the entire month, so just pay attention to the small things. But it's coming up in your solution position, so it kind of says that you will be paying attention to the small details, and it's a very good card for money. I would say also, if you're selling anything, especially Eight of Diamonds and the Five of Diamonds here, definitely very good if you're like selling a home, or even if you're trying to buy something. This is a very good energy for you. Next, you have the Five of Diamonds and the Six of Hearts. Turn around. Here with the Six of Hearts. Five of Diamonds is my just do it card, very similar to the Joker. It just says anything you're thinking about doing, just do it. Six of Diamonds says this could be something from the past. I always tell people, if you're starting something during a retrograde that you tried in the past, just do it. Don't worry about the retrograde, because you're probably starting it again to go back over it and to fix it. It's like, this is like the best time to try like an old business idea that didn't work. It's like maybe the retrograde is bringing it back so that you can do it better, or so that you can make a different change. Or maybe it's a job offer that you get, but maybe it's one from the past, or something, or it could be a job that you used to do in the past. Maybe it's not the same company, but it could be something very similar. And this is saying, like, revisit it. Six of Hearts says the obstacles that you experienced the first time around are being removed, so now it's time to try again. And again, you have the Six of Cups. This is basically the Six of Cups. I do not read playing cards as tarot cards, but again, they would be pretty much the same card if I were to read them that way. And it's just a card of a turnaround, the playing card. The playing card meaning of the Six of Hearts. Five of Diamonds, like I said, very good card for money. Your outcome is the Five of Spades here and the Two of Spades. Yeah, changing your mind about something. Like I said at the beginning of the reading, I feel like a lot of you are like changing your beliefs. It makes perfect sense to me. Neptune and Pisces, that's literally what Neptune and Pisces is on a very simple level. There's like a famous astrologer, I can't remember his name. I keep wanting to say Stephen Forrest, but I don't think that's it. There's a video on YouTube. If you search Neptune and Pisces, he's on YouTube and he talks about Neptune and Pisces. And basically what he says about it is like, imagine if there was somebody who was racist driving down the road. They see somebody on the side of the road who has a flat tire, and this person is maybe a race that this person doesn't like. And so, but they pull over, help the person, they get back in their car, they drive away, and they're like, wait a minute, I'm racist, and it's Neptune and Pisces causes like profound mental changes. I'm not calling you racist, by the way, Leo, but I'm just saying it causes these very deep mental and profound changes that could completely change your beliefs or it could completely change the way you look at things for the better. It's for improvements, it's for, evolution and growth and all this other stuff. So I feel like a lot of you are just going through these mind changes here. And again, it could be, for a lot of you, I feel like it's limiting beliefs around money. And I feel like you are changing those beliefs, which is just going to lead to, more money coming into your life. For a small percentage of you, of course, it could be love as well. Not a lot of love here, like I said, but again, I'm going to have the love readings out in a few days anyway. So we'll see what comes up there, but definitely looks very good. So thank you for watching, Leo, and definitely enjoy your month.